Okay, Kaylee. So Kaylee knows how to muscle test already. So first we're going to find out, are you right-handed? Okay, you don't have to answer. Say, are you right-handed? Are you left-handed? That says no. So solid is a yes. When it drops, it's a no. Hold your, do a little telescope. Okay, so she goes to her right eye, so she's right eye. So we want to see which side of her brain runs her. So we'll just ask, does this side of your brain run you? Does that side run you? This side. So Kaylee's all right-sided. And kind of what happens to these guys is when they read, this eye sends information to this side of the brain, and this is the side she needs to read. But what happens, just read a couple sentences right here, Kaylee.
Dad does lazy eights with me. He says he used to forget words and lose his place whenever he read.
Okay, so let's double check you get. Is this eye dominant now? That one? So as soon as she started to read, she did an emotional switch over to this eye and hooked up to the creative side, which is the side that reads words as pictures. So she's reading picture, 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 picture. And when she gets all done, she could read a whole page and then go back and say, I don't know what that said. You ever notice that? So she does have the ability to scan it. If she's reading a novel or something that she's interested in, she can just zip right through it. But when it gets down to where you have to looking for detail, then that's when that eye switch happens. So we want to get that straightened out so that your eye doesn't switch. So the way we do that is just hold your hand on your forehead like this, and just go to the time frame in your mind where that eye started switching on reading, and relieve the stress that created that. Okay, that's good. How do you feel about reading now? How do you feel about reading 10 minutes ago? What, right now? Okay, now she's right on. So pick up where you left off with the word now. Over here.
Now we take turns reading to each other. We go to the libraries together and have so much fun with books.
Go, go, go. Keep going. That sounded good.
Do the 8 3 times with each hand, and then 3 times with both hands together.
Okay. Does that feel good? Okay. Is that eye dominant now? Now she's staying here. She's staying hooked up to the right side of her brain, the left side. She's getting it. So school should be this guy. Both these guys are pretty sharp, really. But when he didn't have any brain, Will didn't have any brain dominance, so that kind of gets in his way. She's doing the switching. She was just doing the switching. He was doing the brain dominant situation and also the switching. So we got them both on the track now. So they should be okay. And we did the X with her, which turns both sides of the brain on. Let's take a look at that now. Yeah, she's solid on that because we had her look at the bubble graphic, which turned everything on. The other way to turn both sides on is to go like this. Just do a quick chop 3 times and 3 times this way. Okay. Is that side of your brain on now? Is that side on? Okay. So that turns both sides on. And like at school, if she needs to focus, you can use the X. Look at the X. That will turn both sides on. But also doing this will turn both sides on. And when you do it this way, it stays on for an hour, and it goes back to the right side again. So you guys should be really good to go. You can just check a couple other things. This is a little brain organizer here, so just take a look at that and see how you feel about that one. Oh, that's good. And there's another how do you feel about all these? these issues. Okay, this checks for whether or not she's an adult child of an alcoholic, which can be created from way back in the 7, 8 generations back. It could land, she's okay there. I think she's pretty well adjusted. Let's see how you feel about all those. I think she's good to go. It isn't gonna take a lot to get her. Now, once we get this done, it pretty much stays.
Mm-hmm.